Life isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you see it. That's right. The world doesn't change. Your perspective does. And when you change how you see, you change how you live. This is the essence of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius reminds us, if you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it. In plain English, Marcus is saying that events themselves are neutral. They don't have an inherent meaning. We give them meaning. For example, a job loss can be devastating. A breakup can be heartbreaking. A setback at work can be demoralizing. But these events in and of themselves are just events. The meaning we ascribe to them, the story we tell ourselves about them, that's where our suffering lies. So here's a simple yet powerful reframing exercise. When something difficult happens, pause and ask yourself, what would I tell a friend who experienced this? For instance, if a loved one was going through a messy divorce, you wouldn't say, "Oh my God, life is so unfair. Why did this happen to them?" You'd likely say, "Ah, man, that's tough. What can I do to help? How can I support you through this?" In that moment, you're reframing the situation, seeing it from a new angle. You're not focusing on the negative. Instead, you're looking for solutions, for ways to grow, to learn, to adapt. This shift in perspective is key to understanding Stoicism. The Stoics didn't think that life should be easy. They knew that obstacles and difficulties were inevitable. What they focused on was how they interpreted these events. They understood that perspective was everything. Epictetus said, "We cannot control the outside world, but we can always control our inner judgments." So here are 5 lessons from 5 wise Stoics to help you control your inner lens. Lesson 1 from Marcus Aurelius. The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. When Marcus wrote these words, he was emphasizing that adversity, far from being a hindrance, could actually propel you forward. Obstacles, as he saw it, were the very material of progress. They forced you to adapt, to innovate, to grow. When you encounter adversity, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask yourself, "What can I learn from this? How can I use this to become stronger, wiser, more resilient?" Remember, adversity can be a teacher as well as a punishment. Lesson 2 from Epictetus. It is impossible for the same thing to harm 2 people in the same way, since one understands it differently. Epictetus reminds us that events are like white noise. They only have meaning if we assign them. He's telling us to take control of our inner lens, because if we do that, we can control how our life looks. Lesson 3 from Seneca. Misfortune is often fortune in disguise. What appears to be a loss is actually a gain. Seneca turns things upside down. He challenges us to look at the bright side, to find the opportunity in every setback. A loss can build strength. A difficulty can build resilience. A setback can create a foundation for future victories. Lesson 4 from Marcus Aurelius. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Marcus is urging us to start each day with gratitude. He wants us to wake up and appreciate the beauty of simply being alive. In doing so, you'll transform your perspective. You'll start seeing the abundance in your life rather than the scarcity. Lesson 5 from Zeno of Citium. No man is free who is not master of himself. Zeno believed that true freedom came from within. He taught that we're all slaves to something. Some are enslaved by their emotions, others by external circumstances. But only those who can master themselves are truly free. In today's world, we're bombarded with images, with news, with opinions. It's easy to get swept away in the current of negativity. But the Stoics offer us an anchor. They remind us to pause, to think, to choose our perspective. So remember, you have the power to change how you see things. And in doing so, you change how things see you. You change how you live. Thank you.